Do come again.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
No me interesas. Voy a llevarme a estos farguelas. Pero yo que no me crujan ahora, ¿no? Tienen que salir por allí, ¿no?
We're running low on everything, from provisions to crafting materials for weapons and armor. We've had a hard time procuring goods, what with all the monsters lurking on the roads of late. I sent Marcus to gather what we need, but I've just taken stock, and I fear the list I gave him was incomplete. What say you? Could I trouble you to run an errand for me? You'd be paid, of course. Glad to hear it. Here, take this list of additional supplies to Marcus. He ought to be somewhere north of here. Hand him the note, and he'll take care of the rest.
Would be
Perdón.
a wasted opportunity not to make our delivery while we're here.
We'd best see to it post-haste, ere we forget.
Is as you say.
Might you be looking to enlist? I will see to it that the law is upheld. Still, I can hardly believe it. A griffin of all things here. Add to that the recent dragon. It is said that the arrival of the sovereign portends an age of peace. Yet I had thought being in the Border Watch would make for easy work. But the wind's beginning to blow in a fell direction.
Pone que esto es una salida. ¿Una salida a dónde?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Sí, claro. Menos ingredientes que hay. Muerte.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Not a foe in sight. I cannot help but ache for a scrap.
Aquí hay una trampa o algo.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
Lo sé.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
No tengo ni puta idea de crear cosas, ¿vale? Esto es un atajo. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Joder, ¿qué pasa? ¿Es tontísimo o qué?
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
That's everything assembled. A job well done if I do say so myself.
Has hecho un gran trabajo, ¿eh? Muy bien.
Did you need something? This is from Sir Geoffrey, is it? Let's have a look. Why? He wants these as well, does he? Why should I have to do all this on my own? I've got plenty to carry as 'tis. Say, and make haste. I would depart for the encampment. Well, go on. You know what to do.
Me cago en Dios.
Where ought we to begin our search?
Y donde veo...
The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found.
Pues vamos.
I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Oh, good thing I'm here, really. I know just where to go.
Vale, es esta flor. No. Pues te sigo, Eres tú el que sabes dónde
The items
están.
on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found. I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you?
Vale,
there,
rizoma,
Master?
muy bien, tengo rizoma, perfecto.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Hostias. Pues muy bien, muy bien.
The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found.
Alguien ha cogido rizoma. Dime.
I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Pero... Has dicho... ¿Y aquí qué hay?
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
That is most fortuitous.
Yeah, at the end of the day, our vocations are of little import. Mutual trust is what counts.
Ya, aquí como un mineral, pero todavía no sé recolectar minerales, ¿no? Bueno, supongo. Ahora le doy. Espera, ¿y esta mierda, tío? Muy bien. Oration.
The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials.
Vale, ahora
I
los combino.
happen to know where they can be found.
Pero que no sé combinar. A ver, objetos. ¿Estos son los de todos? Vale. Cada uno lleva sus putos objetos, tío. Locura, tío. Vale.
I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
Que sí. Vale, de... Pociones balsámicas, ¿cuántas tengo? Ninguna, ¿no? ¿Y cómo se cree? La reor... Remedio verde. Tiene pinta de ser esto. ¿Con qué?
Shall we be off? We've a report to make. That's everything on the list. What say we lighten our packs by delivering it all to Sir Marcus? Say no more, Master. I know just where to find this person, and will guide you there.
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet?
Tengo que entregarte... Joder. Hostia, tengo varias reorzas, ¿no? Te voy a dar la más básica.
Brilliant! I knew I could count on you. Here, take this. I'll be heading back to the encampment now. They'll be expecting me.
Polvo de hijo de
Don't
puta.
we have a report to make, Master?
Vamos a ver qué hay por aquí.
Well, now that we've delivered the items on the list, I suppose we ought to report back to Sir Geoffrey.
Sí, tengo que informar ahí.
Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
Gracias.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Eso es ahí, tío. Vámonos, vámonos de aquí. Aquí está la mejor espada del juegue. Así es que me puedo ir a donde quiera. ¡No, no! Vale, ahí no puedo pasar. Por aquí. Pero es que claro, puede haber un millón de cosas escondidas, tío. Chulo, ¿no? Voy allí. Gráficamente es un poco porquerioso. Si me meto ahí, calculo que moriré. Los 30 FPS, eso sí, me mareo.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Ah, now I feel a fool.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Eso. ¿Qué marca ahí? ¿Qué es para picar? Es como aquí. Bueno, va a entrar el tesoro, pero...
Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
baño.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
'Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? Here at last.
Oi, many thanks for passing on that list to Marcus for me. As I hear it, you even assisted him in gathering the supplies. I hope 'twasn't too much trouble. Anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I can count on your aid again, should the need.
Our efforts have seen the encampment resupplied, and Sir Geoffrey with one less care.
I like that!
Many thanks for helping us replenish our stores. I hope I can count on your aid again, should the need arise.
What about this place makes me nervous?
My knees have been acting up a bit.
Look, Master. A treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training. It is a thankless job, this.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
Washing, cleaning, these chores never.
Gander? I find goods for sale.
To polish up my gear for tomorrow. Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece if not. Hordes of monsters have been... We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir...
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? I can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just say. You seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
A rescue mission, is it? Then I dare say time is... the essence. Few can weather a harpy assault unaided. Shall we hasten to Ser Ricardo's rescue? I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Would you care to hold forgotten books, though, as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. It isn't far.
Serve us well.
Be sure to aim true.
Is that all of them? Yeah, you have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have... I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I've the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back. But I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope...
Shall we be off? We've a report to make. Arisen, aren't you forgetting something?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen. I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out Speak Your Will, and I'll see it. Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Look here. A path. Is it safe, I wonder?
I've a feeling 'tis best left untravelled. Am I the only one?
Right, just follow me.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. I'll turn you into a pincushion! Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. Look, Master! Goblins!
Shame I've never danced next this boat. Are we all in the same boat? Can't wait to find out what's inside. You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this eventually. Lucky us. That's worth taking.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away. A material. Useful things, these.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
The sun descends. Night will be upon us soon.
Where we do not fall prey to enemy ambush. Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
It's no easy thing, making a living.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not in...
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their...
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience. He thinks the troops will get more out of their training if they had a soldier of your caliber to guide them.
Fancy again? I find goods for sale.
Worked hard today.
Oh, very well. Back to your side I go.
Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale. Always a pleasure.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Pleasure doing business with you.
It takes two to make a sale, and this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Fancy a gander?
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Yon chest appears to be beyond our reach.
One could almost think this was done to vex us. For some time yet.
Let us pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try not to slip up again. I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck. Pray slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Behold the state of the village. 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world.
I knew it to be so.
Pitiable Arisen.
Well met.
Debe vender un poco de mierda de aquí. Esto. Todo que lo quiera. Este no coge nada, el hijo de puta.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Pues sí. Placerato. Es grimorio, ¿no? Quítale. Los grimorios, pues sí. ¿Para qué los quiero yo?
Shackled by a foul curse of the wrong of all men. Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Esa es la que mató mi grifo, ¿no?
This moment forth, thou art arisen, charge and all.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on, and by some miracle arisen. I'm afraid I don't. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you... Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
I say we speak with anyone and everyone who springs to mind. You never know what sort of useful tidbits we might turn up.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Hope to see you again. Might I interest you in my humble wares? 'Tisn't easy travelling out in the world, all alone. Much obliged, sir.
The other day, they ill favour living alongside the people. I understand their reluctance. They live several times, not to mention their tongue is a mystery to us. If you can't share a jest, sharing a village is out of the question, eh? Hang about that. I'll fain hear any... Not much going on. Not much going on here.
I only work when I... Aught you need of me? This ladder can...
Whatever it is, I'll have to hear it another time.
Have you need of me?
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
I expect you'll be wanting my assistance.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
These writings could be of import.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you recover.
Lonely place, but not without its charms.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for them. It will be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the meds post. There's no harm in that. If you... Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kind...
We could make the fruit reborant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's Apothecary here in Melv.
I think I get the idea.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit. Roborant, are we? Between you and me, cuz, they're mighty easy to make. Simple as combining the ingredients, if you know what they are. Between you and me, cuz, they're mighty easy to make. Simple as combining the... Do come again.
Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
I wish I knew your restraint, Arisen.
To do.
Hunting for one day.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. But that place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Off to market I go.
What am I to do?
I'm well enough, thank you.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. But that place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't couldn't live with my...
Beg pardon, sir. I mustn't be distracted.
I'm always willing to lend a helping hand.
Yes? Is there something I can do for you?
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if all were to befall him... It's been a hard day.
Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with this.
The recipient await.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
Fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure.
Shopping is such fun.
We mustn't overspend.
I knew it to be so.
If I sleep on my woes, you really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for you. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him,
Master, it would be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items.
Let us make haste for the nearest town. I'd rather sell our pickings at market than toss them aside.
what am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for you. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him,
Got to press on. There's much need to do.
is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I can't wait. Listen. Would you be brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest? I'd go and search for him myself, only... I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared. So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage. Please, sir. I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and 'tis hard to describe. But my brother and I are the only ones who use that path, to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. Right. In we go.
Our aid is required, Master. Let us depart with due haste.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Mayhap you should speak with Sir Leonard before we depart.
These faces have grown mightily familiar.
Oh, would that we could continue our journey together forevermore. But a time may come when we must part.
Seems naught ever goes right.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
Are you certain you can manage it? 'Tis an awfully long shot.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall from my last sojourn beyond the rift. Follow me, if you would. I know the path best travelled.
The vanguard is yours.
Pues no tengo.
Lead on.
¿Tienes un campamento y todo o qué?
Follow me. We ought press.
Someone saw fit to camp here, 'twould seem.
Perhaps a short rest would do us good.
Me estoy durmiendo, me voy a dormir.